So this gizmo used to be part of the peat recovery system. So today I'm out at the Wainfleet Bog conservation area, and this is an area where there is a peat bog, and the peat bog is has been mined over the years for peat. So since 1985 there really hasn't been any industrial use of the peat bog, and today it's a conservation area, so that's quite good. It's an interesting place. It's actually the southernmost point in Ontario where you can find the Massasauga rattlesnake. So hopefully we don't run into one today, but it's entirely possible back here. So today I want to go back to a place I've been to before where there is rattlesnakes. No. No, I'm looking today for just an ordinary old beaver. So this gizmo used to be part of the peat recovery system. So I'm not quite sure how this thing worked exactly. It's got wheels, not rails, not train rails, train wheels. It's got regular wheels. And I have no idea how this thing worked. It's just sitting here back in the bush. And for whatever reason, it looked like it had a ventilation system on it. Like, why would you need a ventilation system? It's got like a piping that goes around. Goes up from the top. I don't know. It's like a big plywood box mounted on kind of some kind of trailer wheel. Like, so maybe there was like a tiny little locomotive that used the tracks that were installed back in the peat bog, and maybe this was the trailer that the train dragged. So it seems kind of odd, but instead of using train wheels, I guess they used regular wheels maybe. Anyways, so I believe this was for the recovery of the peat. And maybe the ventilation system was to remove the heat, because I'm sure that stuff would be kind of composting and be very warm. So today, despite the fact that it's very, very warm, I'm wearing my jeans and my boots because I just think that there's just way too many ticks in here to really safely come in here with shorts. Peat harvesting took place here at Wainfleet Bog from the 1800s to 1985. So during the Second World War, because peat supplies were cut off from Europe, they started harvesting peat here again, and that went from approximately the 1940s up until 1980, and I believe that this was all closed up around 1985. So back in the bush back here, I imagine there are remains of a mill, some storage buildings, an elevator house, a pump house, and an office building. So I just said I don't I've never seen those before, and then I came by here. And obviously there's some kind of building back in here. It's kind of interesting. It's a pretty substantial building. I can see the footings for it anyways. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it all back in here. It comes up here. Wow, it keeps going back in the bush here. So there's you can see another footing right over there. Not much left, just some small footings, probably wood buildings, I imagine. Yeah, another place where there's concrete and asphalt. I see something back there that doesn't look natural. I see a light. Some more place here where there's obviously something was here back in the day. A little bit of asphalt. There's lots of brush back in here that has thorns on it. Youch. So why is there a pole there? Don't see much back in here. I'm walking on what appears to be a paved road. So that's kind of strange. Presumably if I keep following the road, it'll bring me to something good. Or maybe not. Well, this doesn't look like it goes any further. Somebody elected to dump their junk here. This appears to be built up from the surrounding area. It's actually goes down if you step off this road structure. There are lots of thorns, and not just small ones, like they're substantial. Okay, we'll go this way. So one of the times that I was here before, I came across a beaver, and literally he just kind of waddled across the trail in front of me carrying a large branch that he had just gnawed off a tree somewhere. And he was totally oblivious to me, like he didn't really care one way or the other that I was approaching. So I was able to take some pictures of him at that point. So you can see here the remnants of the old rail system in the ground here, where the peat carriages used to carry peat out of the peat bog when they were mining it. So fortunately, it's been a very dry summer. Well, I guess it depends on your perspective, but this year has been a very dry summer. And the trail here is really exceptional. right now for walking and hiking, which is good because normally this area is very, very wet, like extremely wet. If you looked at my previous video on this area, I was slogging through water most of it. But today, I want to go past the turn that I made in the last video. I want to go straight ahead, and like I said, last time I was, or one of the times that I was out here, I found a beaver dam, a beaver house back here. And hopefully I can find one today. Always nice to see. But this is exceptionally dry back here. I can't believe how dry it is. And for once, the conservation folks have run a lawnmower through here. So really cut the trail down. So that's nice too. Before it was pretty wild back here. So it looks like the touch-me-nots are ready to pop. Oop, yep. And there goes a mouse. And hopefully I don't run into any snakes. You would think that they might come out onto the trail here where it's sunny, just to get a little bit of sun. I think they enjoy that. Oh yeah, it's getting a little wetter back here. I'm glad I wear my rubber boots. Well, it's not a bad day for this. It's not horribly, horribly hot. It's getting kind of muggy. Okay, so I think this is where the trail turns. Wow. They haven't done any trail maintenance this way. Surprising. Nobody's cleared the trail up here at all. Crap. Ow. So what I'd like to find is like a little trail. Like an animal trail, and then you could follow it back to the bog on the left here somewhere. So I would think, well, it's definitely looking like a tougher slog through here than I anticipated. Really not seeing any trails here. Apart from the one I'm on. Let's see if there's water over here. Well, there's a rail system. Well, there's definitely standing water here. I'm not seeing a house. There should be a house along here somewhere. It's not a lot of water either. Our little furry friends are probably not having the best go of it this summer because the water levels are so low. Well, I'm only going to go a little bit further because I think this ends pretty soon. Definitely a swampy bit. Today I'm using my Nikon D7100 with a 150 to 600 millimeter f4 Sigma lens. I can't find the old beaver house, so this only goes to prove that even when you know you think you know where something is, it may not be there at all. Huh. The rails are still going out this way. And there looks like, well, I think I'm actually too far from where I last saw them, although I didn't precisely mark the spot or anything, but oh. This looks very wet over here. Oh yeah, very wet. So, this looks like the end of the line. If there's water, there must be beavers, so. But where, oh where is their house? Well, I'm going to take one more jaunt back this way. See if I can figure it out. It really wasn't too far beyond where the trail takes a turn. It's the same place I went before. Yeah, probably. Yep. Hopefully no snakes in the tall grass. Still don't see any beaver dam, beaver house like I did before. Makes a case for saving coordinates like that in your phone so you can retrace your steps and get back there again. Old structure here where the old peat moss train used to go in to the peat moss area. Well, I'm heading out of the Wainfleet Bog conservation area, and I didn't find the beavers, but I did find some old foundations and some old ruins of the peat moss farming operation that was here at one time. So I guess it's all good. Anyways, if you know any more about some of the ruins here or the peat bog itself, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.